Hello and welcome back. Strix Firemind here. I'm going to give lots of tips in this episode for your first mech based on Intersphere this time round. That being said, before going anywhere, I didn't notice yesterday, but there is currently an event going on, and I wanted to go ahead and point out about events. So this little button that is a stylized E down here, hit that, and it brings up your event browser, social events browser. You have future events that you can see coming. You have your active events. This is the main thing you probably want to watch. And if you're working on an event but it just ended, you can look at past events and still get rewards that you had for it. That being said, there are some events, like the current one going on, that does have event progress here, but its main progress is actually tracked on the website, mwommerks.com. Uh, for this particular one, it's slash beach party. And you can get some loot bags there that give you all kinds of things. Like currently, I had gotten one day of active premium time. I've got a little less than 11 and a half hours remaining of that, and a few other little trinkets. So always keep an eye on your active and future events tabs because you can wind up getting free mechs, free cockpit items to put in your mechs, all kinds of things through watching that. You can also get MC, which is the paid currency essentially of MechWarrior Online. You can earn MC through those same loot bags, actually, which allows you to come in here to the store. Not looking at the Battlemechs yet. Oh wait. You can buy mech bays with that, which is actually what I spend most of mine for. You can also save up the MC that you earn from those and buy yourself hero mechs, like the Commando Death Knell here in front of me here, and all kinds of things like that. Like the events are amazing. It's what keeps it very much free to play game, despite the few people who would say otherwise. I would absolutely say it's a free to play game that you can throw money at if you wish. Well, that being said, let's go ahead and move on to a little bit about how I'm going to do this video. This one is going to be based on Intersphere. My next video will be based on clans. The types of things that they're doing and the cost of the mechs are vastly different. It's much cheaper to buy an Intersphere mech and actually build it towards a finalized build to earn you money to buy other mechs than it is a clan mech. But some people prefer clan tech, so I'm still going to do that video. Uh, I'm going to give like 4 mechs out of each weight class, and I'm going to do one match in each weight class after I go through the 4 using one of the 4 mechs that I've selected for this. So for light mechs, to pick up a first mech for light mechs, my list overall is the Commando. Let's go to the store, and now we can open up this tab. The Commandos are between the price of 1.7 million and 1.9 million. They're all very useful, very versatile. Uh, the types of roles you'll be running as a commando is you'll be doing either scout, a harasser, or an assassin. Like the 1B can kind of be a skirmisher, but mostly I would say it's a scout and harasser. The 2D can be made into a very effective assassin build, uh, especially if you like dabbling into things like stealth armor and such. It's a very nasty mech. Uh, the Commando is, however, not exactly very survivable. That's a problem light mechs have. All of their survivability is based on speed. But the Commando is one of the fastest mechs you can get in the game as far as the engines you can drop into it. Uh, I will say that the Commando Death Knell, the hero, as much as I love this commando, it is the least versatile of all of the commandos. You've got 4 lasers. It is fast. Even stock, it's already moving at 113.4. And when you get it fully built, it's moving at 167.2. The reason I say it's not very versatile is it's always going to be running the ferrofibrous double heat sinks and endo steel. So the only thing you're really swapping out is your lasers. So you have ER medium laser, medium laser. Some people go a little bit slower for medium pulse lasers. Uh, However, if you're wanting to just keep this particular build, you've got small pulse and small X pulse also. It's just not as versatile as like the 1B, which has 2 energy and 1 missile, I believe. And one of those energy happens to be a large laser. And if you look off to the right, as soon as I move off of here, it's lost. But you've got the uh, laser duration minus 20%. So yeah, overall, the death snell is cool shot capacity +1. That's actually helpful if you're running medium pulse lasers. Though, like I said, I don't like moving that slow. I'm putting too much time on the commando and talking a lot about semantics. But yeah, that's they're pretty versatile. They're pretty fast, very good scouts. The next on the list is the Jenner, or not the Jenner, the Locust. For some odd reason, I get them crossed up because they look somewhat similar, but the Locust is much smaller, much cheaper. They run 1.4 million to 1.8 million to purchase one. Very versatile little things. The reason I would say one of these over even a commando is you can get specific ones like the 3M, which has 5 energy, and you can just run 5 medium lasers and still be incredibly fast. Let me go to my Locust. Right now I have it just showing my inner sphere owned mechs, and I still have too many. Let's see. I currently have 5 small X pulse lasers because those had just come out and I was trolling around with them, but that's the same tonnage as the 5 mediums or 5 ER mediums, and it's a lot hotter. So I'm still moving at the same speed, 165.4, which is slightly faster than the commando. No, slightly slower than the commando. But you just get behind your opponent with your 5 medium lasers, or 5 X pulse in this case, and just blast them. I like the X pulse. They're like laser machine guns. I will probably make a video going over weapon systems at some point. The toughest of the light mechs that I would be going over is the Raven, is next in line. The Raven is a scout, a spotter, or a skirmisher, and that's just if you're going with what they excel at. They run in price between 2.5 million and 5.8. Most people want that 5.8 million Raven 3L because it has ECM, can do stealth armor builds and such. I actually like the 4X, though I haven't done much with the 4X that I have just yet. It's a very versatile and for a light mech quite tough while still maintaining a decent bit of speed. Let's see. They're also a pretty narrow target, and the amount of builds that you can come up with for Ravens is off the chart. The last light mech that I'll talk about here is the Spider, which, just like the Locust and Commando, it is primarily a scout, maybe a spotter, a harasser. I wouldn't say that they're exactly good at getting in behind someone and killing them. They're very good at annoying the crap out of them, though. The main reason I put them here is if you like the idea of jump jets, you're going to want to practice with jump jets. And it's hard to beat what the spider here can do for jump distance of 98.4 on the Spider 5K, which is 4 machine guns and a medium laser. That's how I have mine set up. You are, with this configuration, purely a harasser and scout, though you can get in there with the machine guns and tear people's components apart when their armor is gone and secure kills. I think that's actually what I'll go ahead and run for this match, which means I'm not going to be talking that much for the video because I'm going to be playing Scout. I'm going to go ahead and pause it up until I find a match because Mech Warrior is being weird as usual. Alright, so if I could get them in Terra Therma Crucible, that would be great for me. My weapons don't throw a lot of heat, but nobody wants to go to the hot maps. And I'll choose Assault because I can scout, but I can also sneak around and touch their base and annoy them, which is its own kind of fun. I should probably take a drink here. Pause up while waiting for this to actually drop me into the match.
But engage those overrides.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
It has been a while since I've played this little spider. I love machine guns though. And I have plenty of ammo. But something to note with jump jets is they can get you in trouble, and they're also not changing your momentum. So the direction you're going when you start jumping is the direction you're going when you complete your jump.
Target spotted.
Woohoo! I just realized I haven't reset all of my buttons for my artillery and my UAVs, cool shot.
Target spotted.
None of those are where I like them.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Just highlight that guy for him while I go this way. So I think by default that's insert home, page up, delete in, page down that handles all of those, which means I have to take my hand off my mouse. I don't like that.
Target spotted.
Low shock.
Target spotted.
I'm just gonna run back here, tap on their base. Looks like there's a flea. Actually, I'm gonna join the flea. What's the flea getting into?
Holy shit, that's their entire team.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Well, don't stop.
Target
You
spotted.
gotta be getting in here doing things.
UAV activated.
Like that.
New target.
Oh, they noticed me.
Out of Warthog is CT.
They're mad at me.
Target spotted.
So as a light mech, you just want to stay moving at all times. I turn off throttle decay because I don't like it. Okay, they've got their light hunter on me.
Target spotted.
With the jump jets, you can turn around, and when you land, you're going to take off in a different direction. But like I said, it doesn't change your momentum while you're in the air.
Target
New
spotted.
target acquired.
Target spotted.
Get back here and just take this arm. Hey, I got the kill as a spider,
Artillery
which,
strike
like I said,
online.
that's one of the things you'll be doing with this build is kill securing.
Target acquired.
Oh boy, he saw me. Yep, he saw me. Let's see. Route
Target
around.
spotted.
New target acquired.
See if I can stumble upon which button is my
Artillery strike
artillery.
activated.
Got it. That hurt. I'm likely legged. Nope, got out. I still have a leg. I am in danger of being legged, though. And I
Enemy
don't know
base
how
is
well
being
that works.
captured.
Yep,
Artillery
bugging out towards
strike
enemy base.
online.
The Hunchback has the right idea. Hunchback 4P. We'll be talking about him in a minute. Because this match is not
Enemy
going to
base
last
is
much
being
longer.
captured. New target acquired.
I do have capture accelerator on my spider, which is going to speed up our capture of the enemy base.
Enemy base is being captured.
Okay, somebody just targeted me.
New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. Enemy
Okay,
base
he's
is
got
being
missile
captured.
support as well.
Destroyed.
This is the Locust 1V. I named mine Pitbull, and that's why they just grab a target and don't let go. So that was a good game. That was fun. And I'll bring this back once I'm back on the main menu screen. Well, it's not even showing me my stats, is it? There we go. Yep, 1 killing blow, 177 damage. Let's see, what is it? It's you want to be able to do your tonnage times 10 in damage, so I want to be doing around 300, so I only got about half as much as I wanted. Anyway, I'll bring this back on the other end. All right, so for medium mechs, first and foremost, hunchbacks. They're all around 3.6 million to buy the hunchback itself, and all of the builds are pretty cheap because, well, this is a bad example. Generally, you're using standard engines, which keeps that cost down. Standard engines much cheaper than XL engines. There's pretty much a hunchback for every kind of build you could want. The hunchback 4SP is 2 energy slots on each arm, 1 missile slot on each shoulder, and an energy slot in the head, which I don't use in this particular build. The Hunchback 4G, which is your classic Hunchback, has 1 energy in each hand, in each arm, energy in the head, and 3 ballistics in the right torso, which most people just carry the 1 cannon, the AC-20. That's the super stock build, which this might be the cheapest and most effective mech to buy for your first mech, because 3.6 million to buy it, and then you just need double heat sinks, which is 1.5 million. I think it's overall another 1.5 million for both ferrofibrous and endo steel, something around there. And then otherwise you're just switching out a small laser for a medium laser and getting a slightly larger engine, which probably costs a couple million. And then you've got an outright behemoth on the battlefield at 50 tons. It is outright the toughest for the 50-ton range, with the exception of a mech that has a shield arm, like the Centurion. It's also a great mech for teaching you how to protect different parts of your mech. As you see, this cannon is just absolutely massive. You can even see it from the left rear flank. You can get a shot on that cannon on the front, definitely on the back at that point. Uh, so learning how to protect this cannon will actually teach you an awful lot about keeping any and every mech alive. So it's a great training mech as well as being just incredibly tough and versatile. Uh, the 4P is what that gentleman was in that was on the base with us. My particular 4P is just 9 medium lasers. And the fun thing is, you'll notice there's no caution warning up here telling you that you're firing too many. That's because the Hunchback 4P can fire 9 medium lasers without any heat problems. Any other mech can only fire 6 at a time. So uh, little things like that make them quite amazing mechs for your first mech. And there's just tons of build options between each one. And even the hero is quite nice, though I'm not that great with the Gauss cannon that it comes with. Just not very good at those at all, unless they're the heavy Gauss. The second mech that I would recommend would be Kentaros. They are a 55 ton. Their primary roles are escort, brawler, and assassin, because they're almost always going to be equipped with short range missiles. They don't have much laser power, but they have a little bit of laser power for backup. Mostly, it's all about the short range missiles. The one point of survivability I would say is you do have missiles on your left arm that are in danger of being blown off, and your laser backup will be blown off almost certainly. Arms are just easier to hit. So you wind up just running around with this build with 3 SRM4 Artemis, which is still quite dangerous, but you lose some of your firepower. I haven't done anything with my Golden Boy, but that's something that I got from one of the events. They let you pick a hero out of each weight class when you get a certain amount of match score. And I decided to pick the Golden Boy because it's pretty. But I haven't done anything with it. Well, I did put some Thunderbolts on it, but I haven't skilled it up. Thunderbolt missiles are kind of fun. But yeah, they're all about missiles. Primarily, I would say SRMs and medium range missiles. Another medium mech to consider is the Blackjack. Typically, they are a fire support and skirmisher. That is not what mine is. Mine is a brawler. But you can do whatever you want with this little guy. They're not incredibly tough, but they do have the same benefit as like a Jaeger mech or a rifleman, where if you can see it, you can shoot it with your main guns, which is just absolutely amazing. That very high set weapons. But it also makes them slightly less survivable. So they tend to be better used with the AC2s or maybe AC5s. But when you're good at using them as a flanker, which is what this one is built for, it's just beautiful. I might run him for my medium class builds. And I don't like Centurions, which is why the only Centurion I have is one that I got out of a event. That being said, they are slightly more survivable than a Hunchback because their left arm is nothing but a shield, and it's meant to be a shield. I just tend to have issues with being able to build them out very well myself, but they are a very versatile mech. This one I just have 3 SRM6 and an LB10X autocannon. He's actually pretty quick too, so I just turned him into a running shotgun, which is why I'm okay with not being able to sell him, though that is the only reason I still have him. I don't like Centurions much. That's just me. But I put them on this list. They are great. A lot of people love them. So let's see. Yeah, I'll run my BJ1. No one online on the unit today. I'll bring this back once I have a match dropping. Okay, so this BJ1, as we saw, is just 3 medium lasers and an AC-20. It's slightly slower than my Hunchback
Reactor
4G,
online.
but it has
Sensors
jump jets.
online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
So there's a couple ways that I can play it out.
Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
I could travel with the Highlander or the Cyclops and use their armor to protect me. I could look around and see if anyone's going to be flanking and go with them. Or once more than just me is holding this spot up here, because it looks like I'm definitely going to be the first there, I can just go solo. Going solo is usually a terrible idea. With this mech, I can kind of pull it off because generally I can get out of problems. And also, I've only got 24 rounds of AC-20 ammo.
The hostiles have already
I'm not
started
made
make
to
it
last
back.
long.
Be sure to stop them.
Right flank is clear.
It's almost like I was the only one actually going towards the circle for a bit. I'm still the only one in the circle.
Target spotted.
What's going on, guys?
There, somebody else is in the circle. But now I'm actually in a very bad position. I don't like being down here. And I haven't
Target spotted.
played on this since I got back, so fix that.
Target
Target
spotted.
acquired.
Target spotted.
See if I can get a pop shot on him.
25%. Fuel
Nope.
at 0%.
I don't have that many jump jets.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Got him in the
Destroy
back though.
target Alpha.
Oh, that's one of
Focus
the
on things. Shoot
new
that.
crabs.
Generator's a waste of time. Come on, Timberwolf. Fight.
Charlie 4? Charlie 5?
So I don't know where he is. I don't know where his fire support back there is. So I'm just going to make a run for it. I'm staying on the ground as long as I can.
Target acquired.
Okay, there's a bushwhacker.
New target acquired. New target
What is this?
acquired.
Catapult C1. Okay, that's
New target acquired.
artillery's pretty close.
Target destroyed.
Got him.
New
Oh,
target
that's why he knew
acquired.
where I was.
Target
Go away,
destroyed.
UAV.
New target acquired.
Sneak around there and get him.
New
Oh,
target
hi.
acquired.
That Argent's still mad at me. He moved.
New target acquired.
Just
New
corner
target
peeking.
Acquired.
He's actually outside of my range. I shouldn't waste my AC-20 ammo. I've only got 15 shots left.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
But there's a gridiron hunchback. So take his right shoulder and you take his Gauss rifle. Ouch.
New target acquired.
Phoenix Hawk.
New target acquired.
Urban Mech.
Right torso critical damage.
Oh, hello. Okay, that was fun. Okay, so
New target acquired.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Destroyed.
pause this up and bring it back once I'm back on the main menu and we can get on to the heavy mechs. So that was my medium match, where I did not play to the strengths of my mech, and thus I was taken out fairly early, compared to what I would like to have been. But that's Mech Warrior. So on to the next category, which is heavy mechs. The four here are, let's see, the Thunderbolt is the first one that I selected. I can't even remember what I'm running on mine. So the Thunderbolt, this is a super stock. Yeah, I did a super stock build. Thunderbolt is very versatile, pretty quick for its 65-ton size. I have a Beagle Active Probe in here, so I'm a half-ton light because they changed that tonnage. There's lots of builds you can do with these. The way I used to have this built is just 3 large pulse laser on the left torso, which gives you the entire right torso as a shield. And you just poke around the corner with 3 large pulse. It was actually very heat efficient, just like it is now. I like this build though. The super stock allows you to have long-range missile support as well as your 4 medium lasers are going to be your main damage, and 2 heavy machine guns to help you strip away all of their components once you've got their armor gone. Like Thunderbolt's pretty nice, and there's several other variants, which overall is just kind of moving around the same energy and missiles hard points. I don't think any of the others have even as many ballistic slots, if any at all, than the 5S here. But very versatile little mech, very tough. The Black Knight. The Black Knight, all of them are about energy, but each of them is geared towards a different type of energy. Let's see. Like this one is primarily for pulse lasers, which is why it's all pulse lasers I put on him. And that's why I picked him up. I wanted a pulse laser Black Knight. There's also a PPC Black Knight, a general energy Black Knight, one that I would say is more of a command platform. Very versatile, lots of armor, very tough. You can lose the weapons on your arms, but the bulk of your weapons are on your torsos, making them have great staying power. This particular one also has dual AMS, it looks like. Yeah, dual laser AMS. It is very warm. I have to turn those off in some battles, but that's fine. At least they don't run out of ammo. The Cataphract, designed by Liao. I hate Liao, but their Cataphract is just an amazing platform. They all run between 5.2 and 9.8 million. Really? There's one for 9.8 million? I just kind of wrote all these down. I wasn't actually paying attention, I guess, to what I was writing down. Yeah, the 3L. What makes that so special? When you're in the store looking at mechs, I highly suggest viewing them in the mech lab. That way you can see where all the hard points are and everything. So 1 energy, 1 there, 1 there. So it's very energy heavy with a single LB10 and the XL engine, double heat sinks. Those two right there, that's why it's so expensive, because it already has the XL engine and the double heat sinks. Okay, makes sense. Let's see, I've got both the Cataphract 3D and Zero XP are using similar builds. I changed up the Zero XP to make it anti-missile. It has an AMS and ECM. And just kind of support its larger mechs around it. Essentially, I made it a giant hunchback with AMS and ECM. And the final heavy mech that I would bring up would be catapults. Catapults are amazing. There's several different variants that have so many different builds you can do on them. My K2 is a very weird build at this point in time because I was just tinkering with things. They have narrow torsos, like their left, right, and center torsos all kind of blend together. So when somebody's shooting at you, you can just kind of wiggle your nose and spread the damage across all 3 of them, making them actually one of the better mechs to run an XL engine in, which my main catapult has an XL engine for that very reason. The weak point of the catapult is, unfortunately, its ears. Pretty easy to shoot off, even from a distance of like 146 meters. So make sure you're protected by all of your big boys while you're running around in a catapult. And speaking of catapults, I'm going to go ahead and jump into that, and that will be my heavy mech that I run. Wow, that was fast. So I guess they're screaming for heavy mech assistance. Like I said, I'll bring it in once the match is actually beginning, though. All right. So while we're in here, I'll also be able to clear up a little bit of an issue that some people have with LRMs.
All systems.
That being primarily people forgetting to share their armor. Oh, right, I'm not in LRMs. I've got Thunderbolts, which are kind of LRMs. They're slower.
We've captured resource point Sigma.
Let's see, from what I've seen, the Thunderbolt missiles fire, each pack of 5 essentially is 1 missile. So a Thunderbolt 5 fires 1 missile. The Thunderbolt 10s that I have here are firing 2 missiles. I'm streaking way ahead of everybody, so let me just... You know what, I'm going to run over towards Kappa, this base over here. I haven't used the Thunderbolts enough to actually know that much about them.
Artillery strike.
Other than that,
Resource point Theta is ours.
still trying to learn those so I can make a video about them. But for the most part, they are used very much the same way as LRMs. You still have to get your lock. They can be dumb-fired, but they're very slow, so it's generally not a good idea.
Target spotted.
Unless they're pretty close to the minimum range, which they have the same minimum range as LRMs. Once you're inside 180 meters, they don't do anything. Okay, I have jump jets on here.
Command confirming that we have
Not many, but
Fuel
enough
at
to get up here.
0%.
Barely.
Target acquired.
He is well outside of my range. That's the other thing. The Thunderbolts are shorter range than LRMs.
Need assistance.
So I guess they're kind of more like a lock-on MRM.
What, Phil?
So let's get over here and assist this guy, which is what I was talking about. You know, when you're using an LRM boat or Thunderbolt boat, in this case, I guess, fire support with missiles.
New
You
target
should be
acquired.
near your front line. I won't say you should absolutely be on the front line like I like to be. I'm kind of psychotic. Especially when I'm picking a fight with something that has 4 AC chins. And those really should be on chain fire. So they fixed that.
Artillery strike online. New target acquired.
Because I prefer to fire my lasers one at a time on this build. Night vision is getting painful. Heat vision is way too dark. And no headlights
New
in this
target
game.
acquired. New target acquired.
The enemy is at 25%.
Oof,
Incoming
oof,
missile.
oof. Okay, you.
Acquired. Damage.
Okay, I've got to watch my left torso
New target acquired.
because it's about to pop. They've already torn off one of my ears. Nice flank, gentlemen. Let me just run away real quick. Bye. I'm much faster than they are. I am not faster than he is. So I am not having good matches today, but it is what it is. I'm going to drag in some assistance for my assault match. Speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and pause up until I'm back on the menu so that we can get to talking about what assault mechs you might look at buying for your first mech. Okay, so I got a little beat up there. Assault mechs. I would actually say overall, you probably don't want to buy an assault mech for your first mech. There's a few reasons for that. They're really expensive. You're going to have less money overall to do your build, to earn money with. There's also the fact that as an assault mech, you are expected to be on the front line, trading blows, taking damage, which, yeah, you'll learn a lot, but you're going to get blasted a lot too. And not everyone's going to find that as fun to go through for that particular piece of the learning curve. But maybe you are wanting to go ahead and use your cadet bonus to just buy the most expensive mech you can and get going. That would certainly be assault mechs. On the cheaper end of assault mechs, though, for 8.5 million to 9.3 million, the Highlander Inner Sphere mechs here. I say specifically Inner Sphere because the clan Highlanders are more expensive. But they're all within that small price range. So pretty easily picked up. And you can build all kinds of things with them. They're tough. They do have jump capability. It's not the best jump capability, but it definitely adds to their mobility, making them far more mobile than something like the Atlas. They can still carry a great weapons loadout. My 733C is a brawler with an Ultra AC-10, 2 medium lasers, 2 SRM-6, and an SRM-4. While my 733P is an LRM support with a tag, 2 ER medium lasers, 2 LRM-15 Artemis, and an LRM-10 Artemis. So just rain on everybody's parade. Very useful mechs overall. There's also, let's see, what variant is it? I don't have it, so I can't just look at it real quick. Highlander. Let's see. So just the 732. The 732 comes with the Gauss rifle. The 733 is an AC-10. 732B is also Gauss rifle. That's full long range fire support. But either one of these that have Gauss rifles can easily be changed into an AC-20. Any of them that have a ballistic cannon, you can carry an AC-20 and turn them into an ungodly brawler. Though they do kind of excel at more the medium range skirmisher build. Even when you've got them set up for long range missiles, you want them at like medium range skirmisher range. Let's see. Next on the list, I had Battlemasters. Battlemasters run from 7.3 million to 11.7 million. Those are both Banshees. That's not what I was looking at. Battlemaster, 85-ton mech. Because they're an 85-ton mech, they can be slightly faster than your 190 and 100-ton assaults. The Ripper here, my Pulse Master, 6 pulse lasers and a large pulse, or 6 medium pulse lasers, 1 large pulse laser. Incredibly nasty when I bring him out on the field. He's just tearing things apart. And overall, for an assault mech, an incredibly cheap build. The 1S is currently in flux. I have him kind of built out like my awesome 8R, which awesomes aren't on this list. So, next item on the list, most people are going to be interested in, of course, picking themselves up an Atlas. But note, those run in costs from 9.3 million to 15.3 million. Like, they are expensive. They're going to cost most of your money just to buy the mech. That being said, even just the stock Atlas, like if you buy the Atlas DDC, which is the one most people should pick up for a first Atlas, that's 10.5 million. That takes a little over half of the money you have. But the stock build is an LRM-20, SRM-6, 2 medium lasers, and an AC-20 with an advanced sensor package. I didn't realize it had that. They've added that. They took out the ECM that had stock in it, but that's fine. It having ECM is why this should be your first Atlas to pick up, because the Atlas is just an amazing ECM platform. Slow moving, absolutely one of the toughest things on the field. Actually, I think it still pretty much is the toughest thing on the field. It just doesn't carry as many weapons as something like the Annihilator. And the final big boy that you might want to pick up, they run in cost from 10.5 million to 13.3, is the Fafnir, which is what I'm going to be running because I've been having bad games and I feel like having a good game. The 5B is the one that I picked up. It's the ECM variant. Comes standard with 2 Gauss rifles. Not a bad mech, just if you're wanting to buy that and go stock for a little while. That is the great thing about assault mechs, is more of those are going to be able to run the stock build to earn money than even mediums and heavies. But yeah, let's see, my Fafnir right here. My Fafnir build is 4 ER medium lasers and 2 heavy Gauss. I've actually used every slot in this machine, haven't I? 1.53 heat efficiency. And my wife finished what she was working on, so I'm going to create a group and drag her in with me. She's already in Discord and has been listening to me stammer all over the place. Hi, Kitty.
Hey.
Which I guess at this point you're going to be Shadow again, because we're back on Mech Warrior Online instead, where you're Shadow Fire.
Yep.
Okay, so I will bring this back as we get a match dropped, because it might take a little bit. All right, so very much like it was when I was using the trial Fafnir, my job here
Reactor
is simply to
online.
find people to delete.
Sensors online. Weapons
Um,
online.
what is it you're driving, Shadow?
All systems
Griffin.
nominal.
What have you got put together on your Griffin? Other than a nice smiley face. Looks like, is that a Thunderbolt 20 or an SRM4?
Thunderbolt.
So a Thunderbolt 20 on your shoulder?
Yeah.
You're backing it up with medium lasers or what?
Well, the first part of the shoulder is a Thunderbolt missile, and then I have streaks under it.
Ah. So a Thunderbolt 10 and a Streak 2 or what?
Thunderbolt 15, 2 streak 2s, 3 medium lasers.
Target
Target
acquired.
spotted.
I am real quick on that spotted enemy. Looks like they're all arranging as per normal. And we've got so many big fat slows. Lots of big fat slow. Wide load.
New target acquired.
It's gonna take forever for me to get in range. 2 stone rhinos, a stalker, a Fafnir. This is a lot of tonnage stalking
Target
towards
spotted.
the field.
New target acquired.
All under ECM cover because of me and the stalker, the 3FB.
Target spotted.
That's another mech I really like.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Though it took me a while to find a build I liked for it.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Please tell me we're not doing poke war things. This mech is not built for poke war things.
New target
It
acquired.
looks like poke war things. Okay.
Target spotted.
So I'm going to come into the backfield and wait for the flank. Oh, look.
New target acquired.
This is probably a little too long playing the game and understanding how people think. Go get him, little Black Lantern. But he's going to get run off from back there.
New target acquired.
And I'm going to kill this thing.
New target
Ah.
acquired.
Okay, they've got a firing line set up over there. Gotta get out. Ooh. Hello, Lag Spike. That was very nice of you.
Warning, incoming missile.
I don't care about your missiles. They're not gonna make it. Okay. Careful, little guy. Little adder.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Okay, Mad Cat, bring it.
Target spotted.
Clear.
Warning, incoming missile.
Okay, that's things. That was a few racks that were hitting me there.
New target acquired.
Commando up on the ridge.
Hey, Shadow, can you handle that commando?
Left torso torso destroyed. Gauss ammo
Okay,
destroyed.
they took one of my
Light
torsos.
armor destroyed.
There's a Thanatos in the
Medium laser
backfield.
destroyed.
I'm gonna wait for this
Explosion detected.
Hanshi to come around.
Destroyed. New target acquired.
How you like it, little commando? So that commando keeps stopping. Don't stop as a commando. Too easy of a target then. I'm just waiting for him to pop back up. Watching the map, watching the ridge. He's over here. And I'm watching the corner. Stone Rhino's going, I'm going with him. Go, go, go. We've got 2 of them down. They've got 1 of us. Seems fair.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
I think I just got hit with my own teammate not knowing how to aim his gun. But dude, pick what side you're going to. I'm trying to move out of your way.
Missile. New target acquired. New target acquired.
I missed.
Right torso critical damage.
That guy.
Incoming missile. Target acquired. Center torso critical damage. New target acquired.
That guy is down. That 3 ERPPC Marauders gotta go. And he has stripped me. Ouch. Painful. At least I had a better run of it this time. Yeah, we just got tore apart. So lots of crazy things going on today. That's pretty obvious. They just started ignoring this Stone Rhino for some reason. That's funny. Anyway, that would be the video for today. A lot of me getting cremated and rambling about overall what amounts to the primary workhorses of the Inner Sphere. So tomorrow I'll release a fairly similar video rambling on about the clan mechs that I think you should be purchasing first. If you liked today's video, go ahead and hit the like button down below. Subscribe to see more. And until next time.